What's up, guys? This is Mungovan from BHL Gaming, and I just found myself a mob spawner. Oh yeah, I just was mining. I was in the process of actually making a mob trap when I found myself a mob spawner. Needless to say that they were skeleton zombies, and they were spitting arrows at me, and I almost fell into this lava over here. I actually had to cover it up to come back and fight them because I was scared of getting knocked in there. So now that you have a mob spawner, there's a whole bunch of things that you could do. The greatest thing about it is that you can have mobs spawn whenever you want as soon as you set up a trap for them. Setting up a trap can get you a ton of resources from them, and once the later updates come out for Minecraft on Xbox, you can make it into an XP farm. Cool things about dungeons is they have this moss stone. You can't find moss stone anywhere else other than dungeons. So if you see one of these stones when you're mining, then you know that there is a mob spawner literally right next to you. Other cool things is that they come with little chests full of like loot. So I got some gunpowder, some string, a bucket, bread, and cocoa beans in this one. And over here I got myself basically some more of that same stuff. You can get stuff in here like pig saddles, and just other random loot. I think you can get the occasional diamond. Um, but yeah, I'm going to kind of carve this out, collect some of this moss stone, and then let me show you what you can turn this mob spawner into. Hey guys, I'm back and I've been doing some digging and I cleared out around the mob spawner. But before I do that, I want to make sure you guys have a few things. First of all, you obviously need your pickaxe. You need 2 water buckets because we're going to be using water in this mob trap. And we're going to need 2 to make an infinite supply of water. The next thing you want is some glass. It's not necessary, you can use cobblestone, but it's really cool to actually see it with glass. Also, you're going to need 3 signs. And a chest isn't necessary, but you're going to be getting a lot of loot from the mob spawner, so I suggest getting a chest to just kind of put the stuff in. Alright. So here we go. I already made an infinite supply of water source here. But if you have not, I would do so. So you make the water supply source, and as you can see, I have made cube. With the cube, I've made it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 by, and it should be by 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great. So I have a 9 by 9, and I want it to be 6 tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The reason that I'm doing this because with mob spawners, the mobs can actually spawn in midair, which is different compared to normal mob spawning. So they spawn within 3 height of the mob spawner. So they'll actually be spawning for the most part in midair. And they're going to spawn in midair, and we're going to have little sets of water that'll be pushing them down into a certain spot. I made these little triangle, pyramid things, whatever you want to call them, in these 2 corners. And before we start adding the water and carving this out, there is one thing that I want to have set up. So they're going to be filtering down into that 2 little cobblestone spot over there. And it's going to push them down and then push them over to the left. Instead of digging straight down from there and then having to make our way out, I'm first going to pre-cut a little exit way path, so when we're down there and we start carving out, we'll run into this path. As you can see, I'm going to start it from right here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4 away, and then I'll be in the cube. And I know the cube is 9 long. So I'm at 1. I'm gonna start going down. 2 over now. Now 3 over. 3 over, and I'm 3 down, and I'm 4 over, 4 down, and now I'm 5 over and 5 down. And I did this, let me double check my counting, because this is 1, 2, 3. It has a height of 3, and it's actually just 2 over there, so 2. And I'm going to be dropping down 4 when I dig this, so I want to make sure that I am far enough down. So I'm down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. And now I'm going to be digging across 9 to make sure that I dig past my mob spawner. I'm just going to keep digging a little bit. I believe this is what I need to dig up to, but just to make sure, I'll dig a couple more. Rather be safe than sorry. I could always clog it back up after. Alright, good. So now that I've built this pre-exit, we can go and we could start adding our water. Add water over here, and I'm going to jump out. I'm going to add our next water over here. As you can see, it starts to form into these little circles, and it's going to be filtering into the center location once I continue to dig out more. So we have the water in, and you're going to dig one away from the end, and you're just going to keep digging on a diagonal, and then you're going to the other corner and do the same thing. And now I have this little pyramid going. And now with the pyramid, I just need to carve out the rest of it. It could be easier to just do the water after, because right now, to show you, it's going to be a little bit of a pain. But as you can see, all the water is perfectly flowing to this one point. From here, I'm going to want to cut out 3 and make it 2 deep. And then here's where I'm going to want my first sign. I want to put it right there. I don't need anything on the sign. I could just have it awaiting approval, whatever. And so right now, the mobs will spawn, they'll drop, and they'll keep getting pushed into this little corner like I am. So now that we're right here, we want to dig 4 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. And didn't mean to carve this out yet. And now that we're 4 down, we're going to want to build it 3 tall, 3 by 2, and just keep going back a little bit. I should keep cutting this out, and I should run into the exit that I've made. Just keep cutting until we hit my exit. There we go. Alright. So, actually, I'm going to keep this little spot over here, because I'm going to turn this little area into my infinite water source and my chest area. So, gets my chests. Put my chests over here for my treasures. And then I'm going to dig myself out a little spot to make an infinite water supply. Perfect. Grab me some water, and let's head back. Alright, so now that we're down here, the mobs are going to get filtered down here. And once they get filtered down here, we gotta do something with them. What we're going to want to do is we're going to get them pushed over to here, and then we want them to drown. get them to drown, this is where I like to have the glass. The glass is cool just because put the glass right here, or we could still walk under it. We're going to put one glass over here, and we're going to end up filling this glass over here. I'm not going to fill it yet because we're going to have to come back down through there after we get rid of all the torches. And it's going to be kind of a rush to get out of there. And you notice that I carved out these two little spots. With these two little spots, these are good because we need the groundwater flow, which will push out all the items that get dropped. And we can't have them at these two spots because there also be still water over here. So once the mobs drown, their stuff would get stuck right there and wouldn't get pushed to us, kind of defeating the whole purpose of the mob trap. So you put the twos right there, and we have this over here. Now here's where the other two signs can come into play. I can put a sign right here and a sign right here because it'll stop the water flow, just kind of creating my own little endpoint. I'm going to come back, grab some more water, and then finish off and show you exactly what's going to happen to the zombies once they get pushed down here. I'm going to place a water right here and a water right here. And as you can see, I'm now completely submerged in water. So once they get pushed down here, they're going to fall down, groaning and mumbling, get pushed right here, and they're just going to continue to drown until they die and I get some arrows and get some bones, which will be pretty sweet. Alright, so now let's go up through my exit, because now it's time to finish off the trap. I don't need any more water. I do have to patch this up though, because we need it completely dark in here. Show goodbye. Which is why I wanted to build the exit first, so it's a good, easy way to get out of here. I'm going to start getting rid of all of these, and I'm scared just because I know that zombies are going to start to come out. So you might want to have a little bit of food before you do this. But yeah, ooh, geez, scared me. Got one more. Alright. Now I'm really just gonna scram out of here. Go out, clog him, and now he's just gonna start to drown. And it's that simple. It's done. I survived, and now you just get to watch all these zombies just come in and drown. It's really that simple. It's not. This is something that you kind of make and you get going once you are done playing for a little bit and you're going to dinner or you're going to get lunch. You just sit here and you just continue to get stuff from the mobs. It's really cool, it's really great, and it's really handy. I'm just going to let this sit, and I'm going to fast forward a little bit because right here it's not really exciting, but just to show you that zombies do keep coming and they do keep drowning. So, yep. Alright, so you'll notice in the speed up that zombies are kind of glitching through the glass. It's completely harmless. They cannot hurt you. They will not hurt you. They can, however, somehow push into you, which might move your guy slightly, but that's not a big deal. You'll still collect their stuff, and you'll still be fine. Alright, well, that's the latest video on my mob spawner. Be sure to click the top video, which is my last hints and tips about exploring caves. Be sure to check out the bottom video, which is an awesome obstacle course that some members on BHL made. Be sure to subscribe for the latest Minecraft videos, and be sure to leave a comment and like the video and let us know what you want to see. Thanks.